defeat against Workington last week. What are your thoughts on the game?
Disappointed with defeat, obviously. I just think similar to the Doncaster game, probably the manner of the defeat. We know we're up against it at the moment with certain things, certain games, players, no pre-season, etc. But there's a way to get beat, and I just don't feel that was the way against Workington.
What areas do you think we need to improve the most, and what areas are you happy with?
I think first half is, well, you've probably seen we struggled to hold the ball first half. I think we might have completed a set or two first half, and that's no good. Workington had all the ball, so we struggled with little bits like that. So we just need to improve on. Just go back to the Hunslet game, just completing sets. I think we're at 97% at the end of that game, which is fantastic. So we need to start completing sets and just competing a little bit better than what we're doing.
Toby Hughes signed a new deal to stay at Salford. Pleased with that?
Yeah, fantastic news for the club, for Toby, for ourselves. He's a fantastic player. He's been brilliant since he's been with us. He's integrated well into the group on and off the field. So it's brilliant news to have Toby on board.
Are you looking for more permanent signings for the rest of 2026 and moving into 2027?
We're always looking, but as I think Ryan's touched on it previously, and I know I have myself, there's just not many players out there. So we are looking as best we can, but currently there's just not many numbers out there. So in answer to your question, yes, but there's not many out there at the moment.
I suppose it's a learning experience for everyone this year. Looking forward to next year and how you might do it differently next year, recruitment-wise.
Yeah, I guess so. Every day is a school day, isn't it, as they say, and we're always learning. But I think the difference between obviously this season and going forward into next season, we've got time to plan. We can plan now, whereas we couldn't this season just gone. We literally told the club is here, and then we had to just crack on. So the good thing is next season, going into next season, we'll have a pre-season. We'll have the time for the rest of this season, pre-season, and hopefully we should be a lot more planned players in, etc., and ready to go.
Any loanees coming in this week or injured players back?
There'll be a few loanees coming in. Not sure. We possibly know who they are, but we just need them confirmed. So there will be some loanees coming in this week. Liam Cooper has retired. So Liam's gone now. He's struggling with his shoulder bad, and he had a choice whether to get it mended, whether to retire. But he's decided just due to the damage with it, he's going to retire. So that's where we're at. Hopefully, we'll be back. Will Talik, he's been out since the Hull game. Failed the head test for a couple of times, but hopefully he'll be back in contention this week.
Yeah, you went to a supporters trust event last weekend, spoke to some fans. What was it like?
Oh, it was fantastic. It's brilliant. I love stuff like that, and it's just about being open and transparent. So the more type of things like that go ahead, that's brilliant for me. Fantastic for me. Fantastic for the club, and obviously officials went, a number of players went, and it was well supported. So love stuff like that, and hopefully the club can continue to do stuff like that.
We had a week off last week. How was it spent? Training or resting, or both?
A bit of both. Players rested up mainly all week. We're in obviously making up for it this week. We're back in on Monday, so players have rested up for a week, and then back in Monday, big week as you can see towards London.
Did you spend the week sort of planning for the next phase of the season, setting targets, etc.?
Yeah, there's a bit of that, mate. And the coach's job coach doesn't get a week off. It never works out like that. Club, Ryan, Marcel, people like that never get a week off. So listen, we're always planning, as you just touched on with players. That week we spent seeing if anyone was out there, etc., things like that. So we're always planning, always looking at the next phase and just seeing where we're going. But lads had a good rest. We were still doing little bits here and there.
Final one from me. London away this week. London are favourites in the Championship, playing some good rugby. How would you prepare for them?
We just look after ourselves, mate. We're just looking on continued improvement week in, week out. We know what London are about. Everyone in the league and in Super League knows what London are about. They're a good side, recruited really well, got a fantastic coach. So they're firing on all cylinders at the moment. But it's about us at the moment and seeing where we're at, and we need to get back on the horse. A lot of effort, a lot of commitments. Look at completing sets, and as I say, just looking at our own performance.
Hi, Mike. London Broncos this weekend. Like we said before, they're the big favourites to finish in the top half of the Championship this season. So, seeing that you've already had a taste of competing against the Super League team in the Challenge Cup, are you hoping the team will have put that experience to practice ready for the game on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm hoping so, and I'm hoping we can get back to that type of performance against Hull. Although it was a defeat, we were playing against full-time opposition and a Super League opposition in Hull. But the lads put it in that day, 110%. They were all fighting for the jersey, fighting for each other. So yeah, if we can get back to that, hopefully we can put a credible performance in at the weekend.
And the last game you played was against Workington Town on the 8th of March. And given that the lads have had a few weeks to rest and recuperate, will they be fully prepared to challenge London as well as they can do?
Oh yeah, we'll be prepared, mate. It's we we had a couple of sessions off training, but lads were still in, getting medical, getting seen to, etc., things like that. So we had a couple of training sessions off, but that was it, mate. It wasn't a couple of weeks. We'll be ready to go. We trained hard so far this week, and we'll continue to do so for London at the weekend.
And final one from me. You've seen that we've drawn against Doncaster in the 1895 Cup. How pleased are you with that? Are you hoping to give him like a little bit of a revenge following last time out?
We're hoping to go there and have a better goal than what we did last time. A little bit disappointed with the result, obviously, but more so the effort that we put in the first half last time. We got better second half, but if we can build on the second half going into that Doncaster game, then I'll be happy. But yeah, we'll be looking at putting in a better performance this time against them.